these hoes and be rich in your culture and love yourself first because they teach us not to like ourselves from a fucking child. Um, let's talk about boys raised not to be men but not to be girls. I think this is such a powerful thing because instead of you saying, "Hey, a man acts like this, a man does this, being a man looks like this," right? And even that is just still could be harmful in how you put it. But instead of you just, you know, showing qualities of a man, leading by example, being the provider, but also knowing how to let your woman lead or let your partner lead, whoever it is, leading in certain ways, handling certain things a certain way, being a grown adult and making sure that you take care of yourself, take care of your business, leading with morals, loving your neighbor, all these different things. It's never that. It's always who not to be. Don't be crying. Don't be playing with dolls. Don't be acting this way. Don't be moving your hips like this. Lower your tone. Why you screaming so loud? Girls scream like that. Don't be like a girl. Don't do this like a girl. That's gay. That's this. And y'all wonder why these motherfuckers hate women. This ain't got shit to do with sexuality. These motherfuckers hate women because y'all been teaching them who not to be since they was able to fucking comprehend one, two, three. If all you've ever taught me to not do was to act like a female, no emotional regulation, no emotional navigation, no trying to actually see why they cry and hear them out, give them room to discuss their feelings and openness, whether they gay, straight, whatever. That child is gonna be there no matter how much you try to beat it out of them or whatever the fuck you think this is. So, what is it? Y'all don't have platonic relationships with the opposite sex. Yet you wanna fuck, yet you wanna have relations with the opposite sex, yet you think of them as fucking objects and expect them to just sit there and not be fucking treated like human beings. How do you expect anything to work when you don't even consider this fucking person a human being? Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy Damo on the ones and twos. You know the vibes. Welcome to week 11. Week 11. Yeah, I've been not on a hiatus, but just kind of taking it easy. I realized that I was feeling some type of ways, and I had been expressing myself a lot and working on so many things at one time that I just kind of got overstimulated. So I took a little break, but I'm back, and here we are. Um, yeah, you already know the vibes. Welcome to Let's Take It There Pod, where we express all of our unsolicited thoughts on various topics. We express thoughts, facts, um, and try to change the narrative. We're changing the world one conversation at a time. And without further ado, let's get into it. Um, as always, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I want to create a space that's safe where you can say your opinions, whether we disagree or not. That's okay. Um, as long as we're being respectful, it is what it is. Also, if you have any situations that you want to hear about on the pod, or if you want my opinion about some things, or if you need some advice, please, please, please email at Let's Take It There Pod. That's Let's Take It There, PODD at gmail.com. I'll be more than one to feature it on the show. Um, I want to create, like I said, a space where we can communicate and discuss a lot of things that's going on, and kind of maybe build a way to build more towards solutions. So yeah, here we are. So my mental health tip of the week is Happy Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. It's the 22nd. The month is not over. So I just want to take some time to shout out all of us men who are actively working on our mental health and who care enough to just put the effort in to try to better ourselves mentally, because we know how hard it is, you know, being a man, especially being a black man, and we know how hard it is, like the trials and tribulations and pressure and systemic oppression and um, societal norms and all these other things that are placed upon us, expectations that we don't even know that were put on us before we were even born. And we just know how to get through that, and we're learning and maneuvering how to process our emotions, navigate our emotions, so on and so forth. But I want to take a how I want to do a special shout out and take some time to hint at or to talk about the increase in the unalivened by suicide in young men between the ages of 20 and 24. There was an article. Let me see if I can find it. Uh, let me see. There's an article about that and how the rise in young men committing suicide has gone up over the past few years. Okay, here we go. Yep, young black men's suicide rate surpasses young white men's for the first time. So it was an article. That's fine. So, a new study reveals the alarming trend of young black men's suicide rates surpassing those of young white men for the first time in recorded history. New data from Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, obtained by Capital B News, reveals a troubling trend. Suicide rates are rising rapidly. Sorry, advertisement. Rapidly within the black community. According to the figures, black Americans experienced a 53% increase in suicide deaths between 2014 and 2024, a rate of growth more than 10 times faster than that of their white Americans, and more than double the increase seen among Latino and Native American populations. So it says this alarming, particularly alarming, is the impact on black boys and young men. Black males between the ages of 16 and 29 are now dying by suicide at higher rates than their white counterparts. While white men remain nearly twice as likely to die by suicide across all age groups, the disparity shifts dramatically among younger populations. The crisis reaches its peak among black men ages 20 to 24, whose suicide death rate stands at 31.9 per 100,000 people, the highest of any age group. And this is why I'm fixing my camera, sorry. This is why it's so important to discuss and talk about our mental health and why it's important to take things more serious when it comes to people who deal with mental health issues. Um, because that's a very unfortunate statistic to read. Um, I was once, I said I was once, sorry, I was once um, a 20-year-old black man, a 20-year-old young black man trying to figure things out, going to college. I went to PWI, having dealt with bullying in my earlier years, dealt with misunderstanding, people automatically assuming they knew me, judging me, calling me all type of shit, gay, fat, all type of shit. Like it was just crazy. And these people had knew nothing about me. They just made assumptions based off um, what they deemed a little boy should act like, and being easily influenced and just not having a father figure, um, having all women as friends and not really understanding. And I had homeboys too, of course, but most of my friends are women, and so you know, and having innate feminine, traits, and just being categorized, put in a box, and feeling feelings of hopelessness and insecurities and a low self esteem. Like it's just a lot being a young kid, and also, you know, we're gonna get into this on the Let's Take It There segment, but just like young men are all or little boys are always taught who not to be. They're not really taught what a man should be and what a man looks like, right? And so it's just so unfortunate and sad and disheartening to hear or to read stats that say the rise in black youth, the number on of unaliving by suicide is honestly insane. So um, pay attention to your kids, loving your kids, be there for your kids, and give um, just be more emotionally available for your children. If you're a parent, if you are a young man and you do happen to see this, reach out for help. Reach out for help. Um, try to express yourself the best way you know how to. It is very difficult, I know, to tell how you really feel, to even say anything. We don't feel like you're being heard. So yeah, kudos to y'all. And I'm giving love to my people and just trying to be better to my people because that's really what it is. If we can invest more in our community and do more for our youth, like it's crazy. Yeah. So my heart goes to them, and yeah, we gotta do more for our youth and protect each other, cause that's really where it starts, And just listen to your kids and listen to the young people that say they need us, cause that's what it is. I'm 30 now, and I know how crazy it can be. You know what I'm saying, and how misunderstood you can feel as a young black person trying to navigate your way through this world and understand what's really going on. Um, yeah. So kudos to y'all, man. Love on y'all people, and happy Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Let's continue to provide safe spaces for men to discuss how they feel, to be open to how they feel. For little kids, little boys to be open to how they feel, to receptive to how they feel. Um, teaching someone masculine energy and masculine traits should not defy their innate ability to feel emotion. So that's a whole nother topic. Anyway, so for the losing, let me make sure y'all can hear me good. Testing, testing. Okay, y'all can hear me. I ain't want to wear my headphones today. I'm thugging. Anyway, so for the losing the plot segment, let's get into it. 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 Excuse me. It's a little late, but this one I feel the most creative. So sorry about that. So let's talk about Obama Presidential Center that was just created in Chicago. Of course, it's received a lot of backlash. But let me see. I wonder, can I find the video? Okay, let's see. So here's an article. Uh, Obama Presidential Center, designed as hub of civic life, set to open in Chicago. So it just opened. It's probably an article that was from 5 days ago. It just opened actually. I think on Juneteenth. I think it's when it opened. Following an official dedication Thursday, the Obama Presidential Center opens to the public Friday, June 19th, 2026, in Chicago's Jackson Park, marking the completion of nearly a decade of planning and fundraising. Unlike traditional presidential libraries, this $850 million campus functions as a community center rather than a national archives and records administration facility. The Obama Foundation opted to digitize 25 million documents instead. Exhibits including Toward a More Perfect Union highlight American democracy and social change, while the campus features an NBA-sized basketball court, Chicago Public Library branch, vegetable garden, and playground. Local businesses on 61st Street anticipate increased visitors through, though community groups this week expressed concern regarding rising rents and potential displacement and amid hopes for economic vitality. Obama Foundation aims to build a democratic knowledge and inspire global leadership through the campus, positioning the Southside facility as a platform for advancing civic values. So, on the one end, I do understand the concerns for like the rise in livable wages and costs in that area, because when you do put something like that in an area, it does attract different demographics, and that does attract my eye itching, I'm sorry. That does attract people to or like corporations or housing companies to raise the rent in those areas, or just raise living wages in those areas. And that is very unfortunate. Because that happens when you do anything. Well, honestly, in reality, that can happen when you don't do nothing over in the area. They still just gonna raise your motherfucking rent. But I do get the concern for it based because it's such a huge building, and because it was worth $850 million. But at least that came from private donors and donations and different things, actually raising the money and not just using taxpayer dollars. But once again, I digress. Next, I've been dreading talking about this, but let's do it. Cohen Wiley. You know, I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna get into that towards the end of this losing the plot segment, because it's a lot. I'm getting to him, Carmelo Anthony, Charles Corey Belton, Rashid. I can't think of his last name. I gotta find the video, but it's just been a lot. Okay, the UFC fight on the White House lawn. If any other president would have did that shit, bro, please count their fucking days on American soil. Like, there is no way that y'all was like, oh, this is a good idea. This is something that we should really do. Like, that shit is so slow, bro. I I just don't understand the point. And then it was on the president's birthday. So his birthday gift was just make the White House lawn a motherfucking UFC arena. Desecrate that fucking precious sacred land and make it a fucking UFC arena. On top of it had Daredevil bikes and all type of shit. How comical. Y'all expect anybody to take this shit serious? Y'all just don't be making no sense. Like, this shit just. And then of course, um, this bad built, fat neck, bald head, disgusting, despicable piece of shit decides that he wants to try to crack a fucking joke after he won the weak ass fight. Let's hear what he had to say. Maybe I should put my headphones on so we can hear what he had to say. Let's hear it. Because of course, let's hear what he had to say.
Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right? Miss
Hold on, wait. Let me find one. Let me find one other one. Hold on. Because I want to put the video up here for y'all. Hold on.
Michelle Obama is a.
No. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to cut this off. But hold on.
Hey, shout out to Trump for having the balls to put some shit like this on. And if I'm gonna say anything, there's only one person more incredible than the Incredible Hulk, and that's my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Now listen, Alex Pereira, I want a shama on your mama. And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
My biggest thing is why are y'all so obsessed with these people so much to the point to where you have to take your moment of fame and your 15 minutes to discuss whatever the fuck you think Michelle Obama is? It's misogynistic, anti-black, racist, and homophobic, and transphobic. Since when, like, calling somebody gay or talking about their gender or anything like that, that shit's not even funny. That shit's not a crack. There's plenty of other ways you could yawn on a motherfucker. You talk about a motherfucker teeth. You talk about what a motherfucker face look. You can talk about a lot of shit, but that gender or body shaming or that transphobic shit, that shit so mid, so cut up. Like, boy, that shit lame as fuck. He literally look like this the same motherfucker that was throwing up on the motherfucking podium. The same motherfucker that look like he stink. I just, I don't get it, and nobody gives a fuck. Please, the shit is weak as fuck. Please save it and take your nuts from in between your motherfucking legs and shut your dick suckers up, hoe ass motherfucker. That was some lame ass shit, and I don't give a fuck, and it don't make sense. And Miss Obama, we love you. Of course, we love you. We adore you, our forever first lady. Thank you for all that you do and how inspiring that you are. You and President Barack Obama, we love y'all. And we sorry that you had to go through this scrutiny. And I know I'm late discussing it, but yeah, the shit was horrendous. Ugh. Well, what do we expect? And here go Charles. Stupid ass. Lame as fuck. Anyway, so a California billionaire tax has been proposed to basically make up the deficit for the Big Beautiful Bill. So as we know, the Big Beautiful Bill has been passed, and basically there is a big cut, $11 billion cut from Medicaid or whatever. So all of these different states are trying to find ways to um, create more funding and give a leeway or an opening, um, just or a cushion rather for the loss and the deficit. Not only are they proposing that, Oregon also had a bill passed where they're giving out $37 million to preserve rural maternity care. So basically, 20 rural hospitals will still have maternity care after this big beautiful bill has been after everything goes into effect. Even though they're feeling Basically that it won't be enough. Um, but they also feel like it's good. I'm not gonna say. Let me say that. How do I want to say this? They still fear. They're still in fear that they're gonna lose the maternity ward in the or the pregnancy. Um, Let me just read it. I gotta get my words together. I'm sorry. Okay, so it says Oregon will distribute $37.5 million in state federal funds to 21 rural hospitals to shore up labor and delivery care, with the Oregon Health Authority allocating payments based on 2026 Medicaid patient counts. Federal legislation known as uh, the One Big Beautiful Bill is projected to reduce support for Oregon's Medicaid program by roughly $11 billion over the next 5 years, threatening rural hospital finances. And basically, what they're saying is with that impact, the first thing they tend to cut back on is labor and delivery care. And so they're trying, but 37 million compared to 11 billion, that's not shit. And I think that's why they are so, they're still saying like, bitch ain't enough. And we're going to end up losing this shit in these rural areas. And it's so fucked up. Yeah, it's crazy. But the California billionaire tax, so it has enough support to get on the November ballot. So basically, the Beer Tech Initiative qualified for the November ballot after organizers submitted sufficient ballot signatures. Let's see. They said this will generate $100 billion to offset federal Medicaid cuts from the Big Beautiful Bill Act. Tech executives, including Google co-founder Sergey Brin, have contributed more than 82 million to opposition efforts, arguing the tax will drive wealthy residents and businesses out of California. California uh, Governor Gavin Newsom is reporting negotiating last minute deals to pull the initiative before the June 25th ballot finalization deadline. Early polling reveals a divided electorate, with supporters emphasizing the need for healthcare funding, while critics warn the economic risk associated with the potential wealth flight. The fact that America is so fucking okay with taken away from people who need Medicaid is fucking insane to me. And motherfuckers don't see the importance of healthcare for any class of people, rich, middle, or poor, or lower class. I'm sorry. It does not fucking matter. You deserve healthcare. That should not be up for debate or fucking discussion. A normal human being doesn't needs fucking healthcare. We have to be able to go to the doctor to get help to get whatever. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Y'all acting like we asking for motherfucking fruit snacks. And we saying we deserve something as simple as fucking hot dogs. We need health care. We need food, we need shelter, we need health care. That's basic human rights. And this should not be that fucking hard. And I'm not talking motherfuckers always wanna bring up, oh well, those people who are homeless I'm not talking about drug addicts. And even then, there should be rehabilitation programs to help people because we all know half this shit is man made and it was put out on the streets by you know who. Any fucking way. Regardless of that, there should be aid and help and care for the people who need and want it. That's bullshit. And you can't make me think otherwise. That's dumb as fuck. Like, anyway, um, let's see. So after the One Big Beautiful Bill, they're banning junk food from SNAP benefits. On the first hand, it sounds like not a bad idea. There's nothing wrong with pushing for people to eat better food and to eat healthy, but that's not what the fuck is happening here. This is a control tactic. I think people don't understand the depth and gravity of people being in control of what people eat, how they live their life, what they choose to do, their free will. Like, I think people don't understand the gravity of that. You you don't get to I can't go up to a homeless person and give them some money and say, you better not get no drugs with it. They're gonna do what the fuck they want with it. And I think That's not my prerogative to tell them what the fuck they can and can't do with the money I gave them, bitch. I gave them the money. Like I think I understand. I don't necessarily think it's a bad idea. It should just be used on real food. But I also feel like y'all put more efforts to try to dehumanize and take away from people instead of trying to actually help people and literally fucking like treat people right, do better for people. Y'all don't even fucking look at the Food and Drug Administration really roll back so many of the fucking conditions and requirements set for food to come out and be edible. Y'all don't even put enough money into that shit to where we're eating edible food that actually nourishes our bodies and gives us the nutrients and minerals and vitamins that we need to live and survive. This food is giving us cancer. This is giving us cancer. This shit is giving us cancer. Y'all love to quick to make a new phone, bitch. Y'all got y'all in these rural areas talking about junk food and shit. I mean junk food and shit. When in most rural fucking areas or hood areas, ain't no grocery stores in that motherfucker. It's only a corner store, a liquor store, or a fucking Family Dollar or elementary school. Like, bruh, please be fucking serious and try to I'm trying to get the concept, but I don't. Cause in reality, all it is, y'all putting us in these predicaments to have to want and need this shit to constantly struggle. We really don't get shit or benefit from this, but this whole system was created with the hatred of us in mind. So, I mean, what can we expect these months? We have to fight for every fucking thing, including making Juneteenth a fucking holiday. So, I mean, they want to talk about we gave y'all Juneteenth, but you didn't give us shit. We fought for that, signed letters for that, voted for that. Like, get the fuck on. Anyway, so a woman faces 500 years after assessing police databases. So this week, a lady was basically arrested because she was telling drug traffickers about subpoenas, giving them heads up on what was going on, basically, and so they basically caught her ass and it's faced up to 500 years. Well, she should have also been looking up who the fuck was after her. That's the first thing. And the second thing, they said she was released from that job in 2022. But they said she went through the fucking databases between January of this year and May of this year. So how the fuck did she even have access to that shit if she been fired for 4 years? Yeah, somebody else needs to get fired too out that motherfucker. Because I don't understand. But I digress. Anyway, um, let's see. A woman was thrown without a bungee cord attached. So basically, a woman, I think she turned 21. I think she turned 21. She basically was with her friends, her boyfriend. Um, okay, seems like platform without much yeah. So yeah, it was June 13th. She was turning 21. She died after falling 40 meters from the skeleton bridge in La Maria, Brazil, when operators failed to secure her safety line before launch. Witnesses captured a video showing employees carrying Rodriguez de Freitas to the platform's edge while the safety rope laying coiled, unused on the ground nearby. Bystanders tried to guide the rope as she was launched. Police detained 6 individuals associated with the operator. Entre Cordes, 3 men aged 27, 32, and 42 were arrested on charges of homicide with eventual intent after attempting to flee into nearby woods. First off, RP to that woman. Second off, before I go to anybody's edge, ledge, leap, or anything, bitch, I'm looking back for the motherfucking cord, ho. I'm not doing that. Before I even get to the edge of any motherfucking thing, bitch, I'm looking back for the cord. What are we doing? Before I even breathe too fucking hard towards that motherfucker, I'm gonna say, where the fuck y'all got me on this motherfucker? Is you cool, bro? Like that was dead ass fucking wrong, and y'all can get what y'all fucking get, cause that was some fucked up ass shit. And that girl was celebrating her birthday. That was dead ass wrong. And y'all know y'all was. For real. I put Epstein files on her just because I'm always gonna say something about the Epstein files. Release them motherfuckers, release them motherfuckers, release them motherfuckers. That's some bullshit. Uh the people deserve justice, regardless. And if you're gonna give reparations to some motherfuckers that fucking damn near bombed the fucking White House, bitch, you need to reparations to the people that were getting raped, abused, sacrificed, tortured. Shall I go on? Thousands and thousands and thousands of pages, you motherfuckers doing horrible, horrendous things to them people. Get them motherfucking reparations and justice. Anyway, so there has been a count of mass shootings this year. Let's see. Hold on. I want to say 100, over 150 mass shootings. Let's see. 8 children killed in Louisiana mass shooting remembered at a funeral. That was when a month ago. Hold on. I'm trying to find. Hold on. Because I think it's according to gun something. Mass shooting. 2026. Okay, according to the Gun Violence Archive. It was just one actually yesterday in Pennsylvania. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Wow. Um, can I export this as a? Let's see. Let me see. Uh, oh, this is horrible. I wonder who would tell me what number it is. I just know it's an extremely. It's a lot of them. This is fucking horrible. Um, this is really horrible. View results. I wonder who would tell me how many it is. I just know it's 8 pages. Let me see. One, two, three. Okay, it says 25. Okay, that was 25 on each page. 25 times 8 is what? 200 mass shootings reported according to the Gun Archives USA. And that's this year alone. In this month, the only day that there wasn't any mass shootings were on the 18th. And there were none reported today. 21, 20, 19, 17. Yes, the 18th and the 10th. Do y'all not see how fucking insane this is? Don't get me wrong. I completely believe in defending yourself and having the right to bear arms. The Second Amendment, I believe that because these motherfuckers are insane. You should be able to protect yourself at all costs whenever you need to. But this, like, I can't even fucking see it. This is fucking ludicrous. We have to do better, but I do understand we have to defend each other, to defend ourselves. But these motherfuckers just going in the fucking place shooting random fucking people. Like, bro, what the fuck be wrong? Like, woo. Lord have mercy. I, I don't even know what to say. Anyway, there's new gang law in Florida. Basically, if you say gang, gang, if you have gang members with you and you post pictures, if you're known to hang around gang members, if you call somebody gang, um, if you mention it in songs, you're a gang member. Let's see if I can find it. Um, permits prosecutors to use social media activity and online admissions to establish gang membership, while SB 1332 requires committed offenders to register annually in person with local sheriffs and a report address changes in 48 hours. Um, okay, bars, retailers from selling that. Okay, blah, true. Okay, let me look this up. Let's see if I can find this. Mm, let me see. Let's see. This new Florida law explains what it means. This was 5 days ago. I found it. Sorry, y'all, for the delay. And I'm just doing research in real time. I'm sorry. So, HB 536 takes effect on October 1st. A new Florida bill was signed into law by Governor Ron DeSantis this week, and it aims to bring a new meaning to what constitutes a gang member. The bill HB 429 was originally filed all the way back in November, and it amends an existing law that defines what it means to be a criminal gang member. Current law says a criminal gang member is someone who meets at least two of the following 11 criteria. Admits to criminal gang membership, is identified as a criminal gang member by parent or guardian, is identified as a criminal gang member by a documented reliable informant, adopts the style of dress of a criminal gang, adopts the use of a hand sign identified and used by a criminal gang, has a tattoo identified used by a criminal gang, associates with one or more known criminal gang members, is identified as a criminal gang member by an informant or previously untested reliability, and such identification is corroborated by independent information, is identified as a criminal gang member by physical evidence, has been seen with one or more known criminal gang members at least 4 times, or has authored any communication indicating responsibility for the commission of any crime by the criminal gang. So the new one says admits in person or online that he or she is a gang member, is identified or claimed by a gang as one of its members, is identified as a criminal gang member by a spouse living with person, has been seen with one or no, more non-criminal gang members at least 2 times, has been seen, bitch, damn it, can't be my brother, has authored any communication indicating gang affiliation or activity, or accepted responsibility for commission of any crime by a criminal gang member, uses gang related language in furtherance of criminal gang related activity online. Florida law holds enhanced penalties for crimes committed for the benefit of criminal gangs and their interests, meaning that crimes committed by gang members may result in even harsher sentences. Modern gangs operate through social media messaging and online recruitment. Gangs no longer use traditional markers, codes, hand signs, fixed territories like certain street corners. Don't say gang gang online. Don't say what's the word gang. Don't even use it in Florida because you're going to jail. You're going to jail. It's just too much going on. Um, let's see. The Titanic Incorporated faces backlash for wanting to auction off 100 lots of artifacts from the Titanic. Let's read about that because it's so much going on. I'm gonna have to record again this week. It's so much going on. Here we go. RMS Titanic Inc. faces federal opposition to its plan to auction 100 lots of artifacts recovered from the 1987 wreckage expedition, with the government arguing the sale violates legal obligations protecting the historic site. First off, bitch, y'all would argue that, but y'all literally let these motherfuckers take away black history and national artifacts from fucking local parks in big areas? Y'all literally trying to erase fucking black history, but God forbid they try to sell some shit from the Titanic. Whew. Court rulings previously granted RMS Titanic exclusive salvage rights, mandating the collection remain intact and prohibiting individual item sales to preserve the site's historical integrity as a public trust. That's the key word right there. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration filed court documents opposing the proposed auction, contending the sale conflicts with international treaties and federal law designed to safeguard the shipwreck from commercial exploitation. These motherfuckers give a fuck more about this shit than they do about their own fucking citizens and people. But I digress. Anyway, happy Juneteenth. I'm a couple days off, but it's still Juneteenth. It's a beautiful day to be black on these puss assholes. I never cared, bitch. I'm blacker than black. Fuck all the non-blacks to the back. Thank you. Anyway, um, so Cohen Wiley. Let's just get into this real quick because I'm finna get up off here. Cohen Wiley was a 1-year-old who was murdered by the police after their attempt to stop someone from who was allegedly stealing diapers from a grocery store. In no way does anything being stole out of a grocery store, or any store for that matter, warrant you to commit a murder. No inanimate object warrants that. I don't give a fuck. Two, after further reading this shit, they said that she had a receipt with diapers on it. Then y'all want to say the car was coming towards y'all. Maybe try getting the fuck away from it or shooting the tire. Like, in police training, do they not teach y'all de-escalation tactics? I mean, y'all so quick to say that about Carmelo Anthony, how we need to teach our youth de-escalation tactics and how we need to be better at how we come at situations. God forbid a motherfucker is driving for their life, so you gotta shoot that motherfucking kid. Justice for him, and I hope that whole motherfucker get defunded. Fuck him. There is no de-escalation, no real like. Y'all could even put the little tracks down. I'd rather you put the little tracks down. Shoot a tire. Like, why the fuck are you shooting in the car to kill the motherfuckers? Were they good? Alex Petty, Kenneth, shit. What is his name? Keith. What's his name? They got killed by Keith. Keith. it Garner? Nah, it's not him. Keith. What's his name? Keith Porter. I'm sorry. Keith Porter, Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland. Like the list just goes on and fucking on. I No child deserves that shit. I'm gonna try to put this picture up here somewhere, but that's so fucked up. Y'all don't even give a fuck about just rights in general. Like y'all just go straight for the kill. There is no humanity, no moral compass, no like a motherfucker defile your order and the first thing you do is try to break their fucking neck. Y'all don't even try to relate to the community, be of the community. Every time that I've gotten pulled over by the police, I thank God for my discernment and how I move and just having, morale. And because in reality, the goal is to make it home. Regardless of whatever the case may be, I'm going to make it home. Even if I get locked up right here or whatever, I just want to make it home. So I try not to come into the situation hostile. I just try to be, you know, pleasant. But even if you do that and you just show that you know your rights, they'll still beat the fuck out of you. You don't have to let them search your car. You could refuse that. I mean that these are legal rights in real cities. Like, but for me, I just try to avoid any of that shit, and not just because I rather get locked up, press charges, sue they ass for every motherfucking thing they got. Whole police station cooked, gone, over with. But I understand why people go so hard for their rights. Bitch, we have those, so I get it. But the goal is to make it home. All this shit you can't die with, you know. But it's just like you can't blame people for being scared of y'all, bro. It's too much going on in the world right now, and these people feel empowered. They feel inferior. They feel like they can use the right to use force whenever they feel like it. People are scared of y'all, bro. She probably was scared as fuck. Baby gone. Gone. 1 year old gone. Straight murdered. Killed by the police of all things. The shit that's supposed to protect and save us. Protect and serve. Like that shit is crazy. Carmelo Anthony. That situation is even more crazy. But they dropped the video. Um of a group of big time warriors, I'm gonna call them that, big time prosecutors, a group of people who have done some of the biggest cases are coming together to do a pro bono case for him, um, to try and listen his sentence or whatever the case may be. As I stated before, when people have asked me how I feel about this whole situation, for one, I think he should be free. If he truly defended himself, he should be free. Um, there have been people who have, and here's the thing: I don't even want to turn this into a race thing, but you're gonna call shit a spade a spade. You gotta call a spade a spade. There have been when the roles are reversed and it's a white person sitting in that defending seat and it's a black person dead, where they've gotten lesser fucking sentences. Period. These are statistical facts. These are facts, stats. These are stats, data that can be pulled, resources that can be pulled. If you look into this shit from a logical and non-emotional standpoint, there was not a person of color in sight. I don't give a fuck about y'all saying it was somebody from. There's not a black person up there in sight. There was not a person who thought that he could possibly be telling the truth. There was no differing opinions. They really went in that motherfucker was like, well, if he did it, go and get him out of here. Like, there was no real caring person on that shit that actually gave fuck enough to give this boy a fair shot. Now, granted, a person's life was lost. There is no winning in this situation because that is something that he's gonna have to live with for the rest of his life. And that's the same shit these motherfucking judges be saying about these little white boys who do that shit to us all the motherfucking time. Fuck y'all. And that's really what I want to say. So y'all don't really want to call it what the fuck it is. That's exactly what the fuck it is. When the roles are reversed, it's I don't want to ruin his life for a mistake. Fuck y'all. But I'm gonna keep it cute and keep it grown. And all I'm gonna say is stats don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Like you can look this shit up. People have pulled up cited resources of different criminal situations where a person, a white person, and a person of color was in the opposite sides in this same predicament and gotten way lesser sentences. That's all I'm saying. He deserves a fair and just trial. Period. And if he said it's self-defense, bitch, that's something to be looked into and it's worth looking into. Guilty until innocent until proven guilty. What the fuck happened today? He was basically guilty until proven innocent. Y'all could at least gave the boy manslaughter. He was a fucking kid. And then y'all got the nerve, and our own people got the nerve and audacity to sit up here and say, we need to teach our youth to de-escalate more. Bitch, the police don't even de-escalate. The people you supposed to look up to protect and serve you and help you in crisis don't even de-escalate, pussy asshole. How you think a fucking child gonna do that? Hippocampus ain't even fucking developed. Frontal lobe ain't even developed yet. We already raised in fear, taught what not to do, who not to be, what not to act like. Everything is bad. Being black is this, and it's rooted in systemic oppression and fucking racism, and we hate our fucking selves. Be for real. It's taught through hatred and societal, real fucking small ass lenses, bro. We can go on about this shit all day and night. Talking about a de-escalation tactic, hoe ass nigga. That's a little ass boy. He was fucking 17. And at the end of the fucking day, he probably didn't think he was gonna kill that boy. He probably thought he was defending himself. And granted, I will say this till I scream this shit to the heavens. If he went in there with the intention of murder that little boy, he needs to get what the fuck he got. Period. If that was his intention to be a murderous intent and he was going in there to commit a murder, get that boy out of here. But I just don't believe that. And for me, even if the roles were reversed, I still wouldn't believe that until it was proven that that was your fucking intent. Prove that was his intent. I don't got shit else to say. But he deserves a fair and just trial. And y'all owe him that. Because the week before that, we could talk about Cyrus Karmic Belton. Y'all, the man swore up and down he was stealing. God forbid they chased him over 2 football fields away, shot the little boy in the back, yet no water found. But Ricky Chan, weak old ball spot having ass, got out that motherfucker quick. It was self-defense time. He was defending himself. 2 football feet away from the store, you defending yourself? Then y'all said y'all found guns, no money, but y'all also didn't find none of the shit he stole. Then y'all want to talk about y'all mad at this because people are protesting Asian businesses. You make y'all fucking businesses. I mean, when you go to these black neighborhoods, it's the reason why they giving y'all these loans and it's funding to be in those neighborhoods because bitch that I want y'all nerds. So yes, we fund these fucking businesses. We help these fucking businesses because y'all help us. It's convenient all around. Me personally, what's her name? That's my girl. She said something very important. Um, she said Ray Shonda. I think that's her name. Yeah, Ray Shonda Elias. I love her. Shout out to her. Ray Shonda Elias said something very important, and I feel her wholeheartedly. I don't have to say this is not for those white people who don't act like that or those Asian people who don't do that or whatever. Because bitch, if the shoe fit, wear it. If the shoe don't fit, don't wear it. And the people that I know that are Vietnamese, Asian, Middle Eastern, white, non-black, they know I'm not fucking talking to them because they're not fucking racist, bitch. I don't have to fucking clear that up. Any Asian corporation that's still getting business because they deserve to have business. Is because they treat that community right. It's because they be good to their people. When I go to these nail shops and these people treat me right, and I go to the same person and I'm always in good customer service, and they giving back to the community and doing shit for the community and shit. Yes, we're not fucking talking to y'all. You know that. I know that. We know that. Why the fuck are y'all playing fucking stupid? Stop fucking playing with me. But at the same time, motherfuckers gotta learn you don't get just because you mad, they don't give you a reason to fucking be racist. And they don't give you a leeway to say what the fuck you want to say, bitch ass nigga, because it could be whatever you want it to be, period. Cause I'm gonna stand by mine, because I'm black before any of this shit and I'm a human before any of that. Fuck is you talking about? So at the end of the day, I'm gonna stand for what's right, bitch. And we've been oppressed around this motherfucker. And you will think that we will all be on the same side, bitches. They hate both of us. Y'all just be on y'all knees sucking so much dick that it's so easy for y'all to get what the fuck y'all need to get, bitch. I'm not doing that shit. Fuck you. Stop sucking dick and stand for a cause, hoe ass nigga. You'll get what you need. You wouldn't be worried about the black community banning you or canceling you. That's why y'all so mad, because y'all know y'all make the most money off our dumb ass. And yep, I said it, we dumb as fuck. Support your own people. You wouldn't have this problem. Build your own community. They build their communities. That's why they so fucking enriched and empowered. But I digress. Anyway, RP Cyrus coming Belton. Throw motherfucking Rick Child ugly ass behind bars. Fuck his old ass. And Charleston White got some watermelon filling t-shirts for sale. I'm only saying it not to promote that bitch ass bald ass nigga, but to say he's a fucking coon, and I hope he stops sucking dick one day. Period. I don't give a fuck. I hope people find this shit and I go viral and it go crazy, because we can really get like that. I don't give a fuck. Fuck all them niggas. That's some lame ass shit. That's some coon ass shit. That shit corny as fuck. Watermelon filling you at that old fat white wrinkle neck, bad hair, bald head, bad chin, knock knee, fat foot ass bitch. You trying to be funny with his ass? Fuck both of y'all. You selling t-shirts, coon ass nigga? You a hoe. And anybody supporting that shit, y'all some hoes. I don't give a fuck. Hoes. You a hoe? You know you a hoe. I never cared. So at the end of the day, stand for something to fall for anything. And I guess that leads me to my Let's Take It There segment, because I've been taking it there since I started talking about my fellow black people. So, we talked about Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. Stay blacker than black. Be more black than you've ever been. Fuck these hoes. And be rich in your culture. And love yourself first, because they teach us not to like ourselves from a fucking child. Um, let's talk about boys raised not to be men, but not to be girls. I think this is such a powerful thing, because instead of you saying, hey, a man acts like this, a man does this, being a man looks like this, right? And even that is just still could be harmful in how you put it. But instead of you just, you know, showing qualities of a man, leading by example, being the provider, but also knowing how to let your woman lead or let your partner lead, whoever it is, leading in certain ways, handling certain things a certain way, being a grown adult and making sure that you take care of yourself, take care of your business, leading with morals, loving your neighbor, all these different things. It's never that. It's always who not to be. Don't be crying. Don't be playing with dolls. Don't be acting this way. Don't be moving your hips like this. Lower your tone. Why you screaming so loud? Girls scream like that. Don't be like a girl. Don't do this like a girl. That's gay. That's this. And y'all wonder why these motherfuckers hate women. This ain't got shit to do with sexuality. These motherfuckers hate women because y'all been teaching them who not to be since they was able to fucking comprehend 1, 2, 3. If all you've ever taught me to not do was to act like a female, no emotional regulation, no emotional navigation, no trying to actually see why they cry and hear them out, give them room to discuss their feelings and openness, whether they gay, straight, whatever. That child is gonna be there no matter how much you try to beat it out of them or whatever the fuck you think this is. So, what is it? Y'all don't have platonic relationships with the opposite sex. Yet you wanna fuck, yet you wanna have relations with the opposite sex, yet you think of them as fucking objects and expect them to just sit there and not be fucking treated like human beings. How do you expect anything to work when you don't even consider this fucking person a human being? But you know where it stems from? Them being taught what not to fucking do. I mean, what more do you want me to fucking say? If you tell a little boy over and over and over again who not to be, what not to do, that creates harmful and hateful fucking rhetoric in their mind, and now they have no respect or fucking toleration for anything besides what men tell them to do, and men being around them and masculine ass fucking energy. Like, it's so bad, motherfuckers don't even want to be in the club with the ladies. If I got a booth, we got bottles, it's 10 niggas in here. Bring some fucking females. I just want to be around y'all, bask in y'all presence, bask in y'all. Like, y'all smell good as fuck. The energy be everything. Like, seeing women have fun just be such a beautiful thing because all we see all the fucking time is women being battered or killed. Like, the shit is horrible, bro. Y'all don't even know how to just be friends with the ladies, bro. Y'all scaring the hoes. Like, just be cool with them. You never know what you would get out of motherfuckers if you just be friends. Like, I just don't understand. But like I said, it all starts from childhood. Who not to be, what not to do. And then it's like it's only certain things. But let him hold up gun things. Let him start rapping at 5. Drugs, violence, sex. You can do that though. Let him start kissing on little girls and oh he looking at girls and he paying attention to boobs at the age of 2 and now it's oh he gonna be a little heartbreaker when he get older. Y'all weird assholes. That shit literally pedophilic as fuck. He gonna be a heartbreaker. Oh your son fine. Like please shut the fuck up. That shit harmful as fuck too. And low key, y'all be romanticizing y'all motherfucking kids because y'all relationships didn't fucking work. But that's a whole nother fucking topic. Y'all sit up here and talk about, oh, yeah, my son, he saved me, my child saved me. That shit harmful too. And if you put too much emphasis on that shit with your child, they gonna grow up thinking they really gotta save you. And this is how kids are turning into adults at a young ass age because you treat them like that. Like these kids don't deserve this shit. They deserve to be kids. And I take her mom now, and I grew up making sure mom was straight, not because she romanticized me in that weird ass way. I knew I was everything to mama, but she never did it in a certain way. She always was a go getter, made sure shit was straight. I just didn't want her to have to struggle. That's the difference because I love her and I seen how much she did for me. But you motherfuckers, this is how that harmful ass shit is created. When people be like, "Oh, he a mama's boy," or he don't understand how to. Yeah, because y'all raising y'all fucking kids in a harmful ass way. First off, y'all teaching them what not to do, and then of course the first type of love that we know is from our parent. Like it's a whole thing. We could just that's we'll talk about that another episode because it's getting late. I'm already at an hour. So this lady said autism is a sin. Let's find a video and watch it. If my phone will load. I also want to bring up
Did you hear about Rasheem Carter?
Rasheen Carter. I want to bring that up as well. Say his name. He was in Mississippi. These people was chasing him. These white people was chasing him. He literally ran to a police station, told them what was happening, and then people said this not a taxi service. Next thing you know, they see him running scared for his life into a fucking Family Dollar. Then they see him on another camera running again into the fucking woods with no shirt on and a fucking stick. And they found his fucking remains in the fucking woods. Say his fucking name. We'll talk about that next episode. Fuck you. And y'all tell my racism don't exist. Bitch. Anyway. That's why I can't. That's why I be having to take breaks from this shit because this shit is fucking horrendous. We need to do some shit about this shit. You motherfuckers are sick. Anyway, okay, so let's hear it.
Of sin. Autism is because of sin. And I need you all to stick with me until the end. See, your children.
No, ma'am. Cannot stick with you until the end of that.
That's Dominique Morgan, my bad.
He said, "What?"
I gotta find it. No, she said, "No, man, we can't wait." She fucked me up. Hold on, I gotta look it up. Ooh, she fucked me up. I thought I saved the other video. Hold on, let me see.
Autism is because of sin. And I need you all to stick with me until the end. See, your children not talking, people who are deaf, that anxiety, depression, ADHD, your bad attitude, and your complaining, it's all because of sin. It's the sin that entered this world when Adam and Eve disobeyed God. And see, I am convinced of this. People who believe that God created them with autism or any sickness, disease, or disorder, they don't truly know God. Because if they knew him and his nature, his love for all humanity, it would never come from their lips. Now, how do I know this? Because Genesis 2 tells us, thus the heavens and the earth and all the host of them were finished. And on the seventh day, God ended his work, which he had done, and he rested. So whether you believe it or not, the Lord has not created another thing or another person since that time. Genesis 5 then tells us that in the day that God created man, he made him in the likeness of God. Now, what is the likeness of God? It is perfect. It's without blemish, without disease, without disorder or sickness. That's why God called humans very good. But look what Genesis 5 says. What happens? Now Adam lived 130 years and begot a son in his own likeness, after his image, and named him Seth. We have to be careful about creating an entire theology that says God creates a person with disorder or disease. It's not just incorrect, but it's harmful because it does not match the character of God. And
Okay, I'll put the video up. We'll talk about it real quick. If you read the Bible, I'm sorry that sounded crazy, but if you read the Bible, like she's literally quoting scripture from the Bible. If you read the Bible, I can honestly see where she's coming from when she says that, because I mean, God only created Adam, and then Adam created Seth, and so on and so forth. And then back once he created Seth, he had already consumed knowledge and learned about all the things of this world, good and bad, right? Which is what sin is. I think the harmful part of this whole thing, the harmful rhetoric of it all, and what people are so frightened about when it comes to Christian nationalism, and all these different things, is that regardless to, well, this is just my opinion. I'm sorry, this is my opinion. Regardless to um whatever you believe, if you believe in sin and all these different things, like I could have grown up a person who did the Bible to a T, right? Who lived my entire life structured on the ways of what the Bible wrote. And I would still be a person born of sin because of a decision that my parent made, right? Because I was born out of wedlock. Is that my fault? Like, I think that's the harmful thing. And that's why it's so important to focus on your relationship with God, your own relationship with God. Read the word because I feel like that is a word of God, and do your own research and focus on your and building your relationship with God and what works for you. But do I understand where she's coming from? Absolutely. I just think it's harmful rhetoric when you use verbiage and things like that, because how do you look at somebody with a disability and tell them that they're not perfectly made? And not try to encourage them to be a better person or be a person and want them to live and exist and want them to feel loved and wanted by God the same way you do, right? So I think it's just harmful when you say things like that. But I mean, what she's saying, if you really read it, I mean, it kind of is true. Like, okay, if God made you perfect, right, in His likeness, in His image, and then, but you go ahead and desecrate your body with sin and knowledge and consciousness. That's what it really means. That's what most people think it means. I read the Bible. I read a lot of different texts. I'm still, but yeah, you learn about consciousness. You learn about all the things, good and bad, good and evil. Whatever. And then you have a child, and he was created in His image and His likeness, and then this is how the world is populated, right? So I get it. I mean, I don't. I'm not gonna necessarily just desecrate what she's saying or dismantle what she's saying. I think it's just harmful to say stuff like that when it's not. No, like most people don't want to have a baby with a disability or want to have a child with a disability. I don't think that's like, oh, I want to have a baby with a disability. I don't think that's the goal, right? And I think, especially a person who is married and is intentionally trying to have children, they're not wanting children with disabilities. But it's nothing wrong with people with disabilities. I mean, they happen, things happen, and it's harmful to say things like that. It is, and that I think that's the biggest point I want to make on that. Next, red pill podcasters. I saved something about some of these people because they fucking annoying.
Realize that
Let's go see what I said. What he said. Hold on, I saved it. And this my boys too. People say this conscious lead. They don't like what he got to say because he has a white partner. I mean, his wife is not of color, but I still think that he believes in the rights of black people. I mean, what his whole platform is based on. But anyway, oh, shout out to him. Um, I saved the video. Hold on, let's see. I'm trying to put this video up too. Damn, I got a lot of videos put up. Ooh, shit. Okay.
he said, "What about vaginas?" Roll the clip.
Female vaginas are disgusting.
No, they're not.
Do you eat vagina? Exactly. Point proven.
Number one, the vagina is a self-cleaning organ, and this he-man woman hater right here is too grown to be thinking like this. Number two, nothing says misogyny better than you believing that vaginas are inherently disgusting. Number three, those manosphere guys is the reason why this statistic right here exists. Straight women have the fewest big O's out of all demographics. When he say they're disgusting, does he know that by experience or speculation? What y'all think? Number four, this man asked this woman, "Do you eat vagina?" And that was his aha gotcha that they are disgusting. She's straight. Number five, this video is one of the many reasons why more men should have knowledge about reproductive health. Number six, if we all came from vaginas and you believe they're disgusting, what does that say about us? Do we come into this world disgusting as well? Number seven, he said female vaginas are such a disgust, it's almost like he's had some male vagina. And you know trans men do exist. Number eight, so the manosphere that's supposed to be teaching our boys how to be men and how to have high value also believe that female vaginas are disgusting. Nothing says misogyny like saying, hey, the organ that women have, disgusting. Number nine, it's Pride Month and maybe Myron don't like women. Number 10, we hear what he thinks about the vagina. I wonder what he thinks about the pussy. Education is elevation.
Okay. I'm not gonna put too much emphasis on his platform because Myron I see the clips. I can't watch this shit. It's very cringy. He a red pill podcast. The shit's weird to me, and it's misogynistic, racist, homophobic, transphobic, systemic oppressed, all that good thing. He definitely benefits off white supremacy and subjugation of white supremacy, the whole thing. Anyway, like he really like somebody just like I'm gonna cut that. Anyway, like he really do some weirdo ass shit. It's weird. It's fucked up. It's the way he talks about women, the way he degrades and disrespects women. The shit's weird. The way he disrespects black people, the shit's even more weird. And these are the people with some of the biggest platforms, and people look to them and just like consciously said, that shit is so harmful for you to be a manosphere influencer and for you to be speaking on women's vaginas like that. And people keep putting him in these spaces to talk like this, and it's fucking horrendous and disgusting. I mean, I love eating coochie. Yeah, hey, let's just call it what it is. And I don't think there's nothing disgusting about it. But everything about a woman is beautiful to me. And I think people like this, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. They don't like women, bro. And it has nothing to do with sexuality. I think it has everything to do with how they were raised, for one, and for two, the respect level and just the thought process when it comes to women in general. These men or males were created with the thought process of degrading women because a lot of women don't appreciate themselves. These mothers literally don't even love themselves a lot of times. So they're teaching their kids who not to be and what not to do, and all that stems from is them telling them from traditional gender roles. And now this boy does not respect women in any way, shape, or form because of that harmful as rhetoric you started. So these red pill podcasters, these conservative podcasters, like that 20 versus 1 with Dean Withers, what's his name? Dean Walter, whatever his name is, him, the shit, the black people who support Donald Trump, all this shit. You can't focus on the fucking coonery. We gotta focus on who with us, who trying to better each other, who trying to grow from this shit and trying to actually learn and diversify their minds. Because that shit is just too much. And it just be too much. But I just wanted to play that clip because I'm telling y'all, men straight don't like women, and it don't have nothing to do with their their sexuality. It has everything to do with how they believe, who they believe women are, which is less than a fucking human. Honestly, hmm. I'm gonna end my let's take it there with this. There has been discourse on how children dress when people have guests in the home. And I'm gonna hold your hand actually very thinly with a fucking roll of paper towels in between. Like this. If you feel like your child should have to change their clothes when you have guests over, you shouldn't be having those guests over. I understand people's takes on modesty and all that shit, but here's the fucking thing, bitch. A 9-year-old is a 9-year-old is a 9-year-old is a 9-year-old. An 8-year-old is an 8-year-old. A 10, 12, 14, 16, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Me at 30 years old, if I go visit my peoples and they got their kids over there and they kid is a fucking child, bitch, it ain't nothing they can have on that's gonna make me like, ooh, yeah, you need to go take that off. Like, you're a fucking creep. What are we even talking about this for? Now, me personally, if somebody come over here that I'm not familiar with, yes, I'm gonna go put a shirt on, whatever. I'm grown. That's my prerogative. But as a child under the age of 18, really under the age of 21, as a child, If I walked in someone's home that invited me over there and their fucking child, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever, got on, the little house pajama shorts, tank top, whatever, that's the fuck the little girl got on. I'm not finna be like, ooh, she too fast. She's a fucking kid, bro. That shit is so harmful. This is excusing fucking promiscuous and fucking no, it's excusing pedophilic fucking behavior. And basically blaming the child for being a fucking child in their own fucking home and comfortable in their own fucking home. Like, it's one thing if you're religious and you believe in putting on certain wardrobe and attire, whatever the case may be. But bitch, if you at home and you chilling and you comfortable and you got on the little pajama shorts and the fucking tank top, then you got that on. You're a fucking kid. Like, now I do understand also telling your kids to put that shit on the safety precaution too, that people won't look at them. But that's another thing. We should not have to constantly tell women and children how to fucking dress just to protect them from fucking predators. You fucking disgusting, despicable human beings, bro. That's disgusting. Like, if I got a shorty, she dressed like she want to dress and she got on something kind of revealing because she likes her body and she wants to be she grown as fuck. Now, out of respect for me, I would hope that, you know, no, I ain't even gonna say that because in reality, I don't give a fuck because I know what I got and I know who I am and I'm comfortable as a man when I pull something. If I got you and I'm with you, I'm not worried about all that shit. I'm not. We're gonna already have conversations and have boundaries because, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Now, I mean, I don't know, but I'm not gonna police what my woman should wear. That's weird as fuck. I'm not doing that, and she shouldn't have to not wear what she wants to wear because it's too revealing to, and it's gonna have people staring. Like, that shit's weird, or it's gonna have people trying to attack her. That's even more fucking weird. Y'all fucking pedophiles, rapists, misogynistic, homophobics. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, y'all are fucking horrible. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. Something positive. Um, Two little black boys were selling lemonade on their street. Somebody called the police on them. Of course, it was a Karen. But the police came and ended up showing mad love, and they made hundreds and hundreds of dollars that day. Um, and that's what I call community. So cheers to them. Cheers to them for doing what's right and being the standard, because that's what we need, more community. The police used to give out baseball cards, come to the neighborhood, check on the kids, be there for everybody. That's what we need. Um, and it sucks that we don't have that. My artist of the week this week. Who I've been listening to this week? Maybe Tony Thompson. I've been listening to a lot of old school, so y'all gonna go with Tony Thompson. He was a part of High Five, and yeah, R.I.P. him. He got some good music. So I've been listening to him. Slave is a good song. No pun intended. And I probably shouldn't. Even that's all the shit I said. That's crazy. It's a sick song though. But yeah, Handle Our Business is good. That's probably my favorite song, Handle Our Business. But yeah, Tony Thompson, and we finally come to a close, guys. I had so many things I had to just speak on today, so I hope you was rocking with it. You was chilling with your boy. Um, yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And thank you for taking it there with me. As I said before, if you guys have any situations you want to talk about, any things you've heard, any advice that you want, any advice you want me to give on somebody else's situation, whatever the case may be, shout outs, whatever, please don't hesitate to email let's take it there pod at gmail. That's let's take it there PODD at gmail.com. I will definitely be speaking more about that. Some guests and stuff are coming soon. So yeah, stay tuned. Keep rocking with your boy, and we out of here.